William Black, Rover and Volkswagen. Then, on the 7th row, 5 and 88.5 should be there. And the group opening there, he keeps alongside Alan Sawyer, with Volkswagen. The 8th row, 55. And we go to 5 and Len Simpson. Volkswagen, and number 4 is the yellow Rover of Steve Rickard. The car who Smith drive Nick Simon Caney there, so I was trying to work out whether it was a Barwell car, which is my favourite, but it's Simon Caney's car that was never very successful, but I'm afraid. Dave won the Metal 12 position though, car number 89. The Ice Road say the car by Dave also by Ryan Challengers and by Gus there. Dave won Rocket Rallying and then was 10th at the Metro Turbo Championship in 1992. Alongside him, number 69 on that front row is Matt Bettley, who works for the composite laminators of VAR Formula 1 team, backed by Sailor Sports, and we say by the Tie House, also by Sutton Images, former motorcycle trial competitor of Cartis, and then moved into Formula First, into Formula Renault, and joined in this championship midway through last season, winning the Vento crown this year. On the inside of the second row, number 7, is Andy Thompson, who started off racing a Golf Mark 1 GTI in the 50 Road Saloon Championship in the mid-1990s. Won Class B in his last year, beating Paul Rose that year in fact, switched to Rover Turbos last year, and this year's winner of the Rover Masters Championship. And number 25, Stephen Walker, alongside him, 11th in the championship last year. He did in fact win once, he only took part in 6 races sharing the car with Jonathan Duff. Good start being made by both the front row drivers down towards Redgate Corner. They now go. On the inside line is Dave Ward, so the spray is kicked up by one or two of them. He turns through now. On the outside line is Matt Bettley. Steve Rickard joins into the pit lane. The two Ventos round the outside. So nobody driving there. The rather dark conditions we have now. They have got the headlights on. We have who is it is though Matt Bettley. Matt Bettley is in front. Dave Ward is in second place. So they break and slither through the old hairpin for the first time. Ventos in the first 2 places. The leading Rover comes out of the old hairpin in 3rd place, and that is number Z5, which I interpret as being number 25, Steve Walker. So Z5 in 3rd place, and the 2 leaders then, and I think they're closing up by Dave Ward on the leader, Matt Bettley. They go through Andrew Schwartzker, the car has spun, we've got 3 on the grass, and there's a bit of damage, I think, to possibly soft bodywork lying on the road. We've got 2 Ventos, one of which was William Black, the other I think was number 88 Alan Sawyer's car, slow recovering out of triple ball in. 6th is Anthony Watson, 7th is Mike Neuhoff, going from 6th in back on the inside line, and side by side behind him is Paul Wallace and William Black. Mike Neuhoff there goes, the inside line through him to skip up 6th place. Yes, he does on the inside line, so Mike travels through the way around Redgate. Next, right on the left, and he goes down the hill to the left side. Well, on the right side, around there, then side. Vento Rover, they go out on the old hairpin for the second time. They also say that Matt Bettley getting away a little bit on this. That's Dave Ward in 3rd place. First guy I would say Z5, Steve Walker in 3rd place. 4th place, number 11, is John Quartermain. David said that next one through is the yellow Tomcat that Paul Lynn has raced in this series since he was a manufacturer supported series, I think. So, yeah. So Paul Lynn there in 5th place, and that means he's the 3rd of the Rovers. That's right, yeah. So at the moment, the leading Rover of Steve Walker, not quite on the tail of Dave Ward. The gap between them is still sufficient, I think, to he's got a bit of work to do to try and catch up as the cars now make their way back down towards the chicane. Yes, the gap between Paul closing up a little bit this time, and perhaps actually got on the tail of John Quartermain sufficiently well to be able to have a go going down towards Redgate Corner. He has a look on the outside line, and of course back, surely they might point on the Vento and get through as well as they get down to Redgate getting on the corner now, with Quartermain just hanging on Quartermain, and Mike Neuhoff there lapping on full as quickly, but the 2 rows of the teams will hold one another up and catch up. So on this Saturday, I will go on with it. Yes, they can get on the lead of the second. Captain this time through the 3rd, and the old hairpin with the Rover lagging a little this time. The car in the 3rd place, Rover lagging off the place, Dave lagging off. Coming out to the old hairpin then, 4th place, number 11, John Quartermain ahead, number 2 Paul Lynn. Then the next one up is another Vento, that's number 90 Mike Neuhoff, followed by William Black's car, number 99, and then the Rover, number 6 of Anthony Watts. Back into the pit lane, well clear. And Automate handed on to fourth place despite Paul Lynn's attention. And then the two Ventos now, Mike Neuhoff and William Black, both getting closer there. And Neuhoff doing a 32.9. The two rows ahead of him, both coming at 134. As Paul Collins and Colin Poole go past the side by side as well. So now Automate, Lynn and Neuhoff, and also William Black, I suppose, joining in as well in the orange Vento. The next group is going down the hill. And down the hill into the old Vento. The two leaders with second place match day 4. As they come out of the old Vento, go under the Toyo Bridge and go up towards Schwantz Curve, pretty well clear now, leading Rover, number 35 of Walker, and then now more than munching up, yes, it's still number 11, Automate just ahead of Paul Lynn, Mike Neuhoff right to them now, William Black not that far behind, then we've got number 6, which is the Rover, Tomcat Vento So, certainly 4 cars now getting very close together indeed, David, for 6th place. That's right, making their way up now through McLean's corner towards Coppice. The gap between Bettley and Ward at the end of lap 3 is 8.6 per second. We'll see in a moment or two whether Dave brought it down yet further. He set his own best lap of the race last time through a month. We've got contact almost between Neuhoff and Black, I'm afraid. William Black being a bit ambitious on the inside line, but they survive. And Mike Neuhoff is not only ahead once again of William Black, but also fairly much on the way. The leaders turn their way out of Red Gate. It starts to get wet once again. 30 Walker, 40 Lynn, 5th Automate under pressure from Neuhoff and Black. So still the lead is held, but now only just held by Matt Bettley down towards the long edge of the control. Like side, coming out the old edge, and Luke going all the way as they forward. Second place, and going to the right-hand side of Matt Bettley, we one side of the track to the other to try and make life as difficult as possible for the man behind him. And right onto the tail of the leader goes Dave Ward as they go now up towards McLean. Nose to tail, the two Ventos there, with the Rover all the way back in 3rd place now. We've had the change Dave was describing, and so the Paul Lynn Rover now into 4th place, back a couple of places, behind a Vento as well as Mike Neuhoff. And he's very nearly going to be behind William Black as well. Yeah. They're side by side, aren't they? Yes, coming out of McLean's going up the brow, the orange car of William Black on the inside line. There's definitely an orange pig. Anyway, goes through on the inside, and it's just about done it into Colin 3-1-2. And coming through now in 3rd place is Stephen Walker, the passenger window open to try and de-miss the car. In 4th place, we should have now, yes, Mike Neuhoff to end up in a 4th list. In 5th, there is 6th is William Black, down to 7th goes John Automate, 8th is Anthony Watson, in 9th place, number 34 is Colin Poole, and now 10th is Paul Wallace, 11th is 55, number 10, 2nd. Great battle building up there between the two leagues. Well, the same gap between the old head, but none of it has quicker, none of it is there. They turn left through Schwantz Curve, going up towards McLean, still in the lead, but only just Matt Bettley, the 999 champion Dave Ward right up behind them, almost they're touching them as they go through McLean's corner. They go up the brow, they go up towards Coppice corner, then on track 6, all again at the end of this one, they will run over to the lead, they have to again in 6th lap. Yeah, the problem with Dave Ward though is that to get past, you have to go over the very wet part of the circuit, won't you? They'll be very, very brave on the braking, so down they come out of Coppice, you look front side line there, but Matt Bettley is very wide, but goes quicker again, and you fastest lap of the race for 1 minute 30.167. In 3rd place over the line now, number 25 is Steve Walker, and then Mike Neuhoff 5th, then coming back into the countries now, of William Black in 6th there, number 99 in the orange Vento. The Vento is certainly getting better on the whole in these conditions than, well, in fact, Brian Sawyer, not Brian Sawyer, Steve Walker is the one who's hanging on there in 3rd place. They corner, right? Other Ventos in the race now, coming out of the old head into the 75 gap. Slightly larger this time, Matt Bettley ahead of Dave Ward, and Dave Ward quicker. Out of the old head, up towards Schwantz Curve, and turning back on the lead as they go up towards McLean. They're turning right. Still Matt Bettley has the lead by about a length, 2 Vento lengths at the most. Steve Walker goes up towards Schwantz Curve now in 3rd place. Where is Mike Neuhoff? Mike Neuhoff, what are the last ones? There's 2. And 1.4 seconds the left quicker. And the gap is 2.7. Right, so that's not quite here. At the moment, Steve Walker, the leading Rover, there in 3rd place. Yeah, Mike Neuhoff showing a good go. Let's see if he can speed it up last time as well. His best lap of the race, 1:31.099. The leaders back down to the chicane. Dave Ward has a look on the inside. This time is there room for him? Not quite. No, he's just there hanging on the wrist. They turn into and now out on the chicane. That's to be 7 laps. Through they come. Towards the lap 8 now. So Dave Dave Ward running out of time to get ahead of Bettley. Down towards Red Gate they go. And the gap between them again, 0.57 of a second. Dave Ward sits in third place. Steve Walker might not have barrels out the chicane. They're close to the limit. It's number 90. And the gap between them is down to 3.5 seconds. That time 1.2 seconds quicker on that lap was Neuhoff. A lap bit ahead of Linz now. The two leaders, the two Ventos, as close as I've seen them coming down through the Craner curve, coming into the old hairpin on lap 8. Still Matt Bettley, then really from the start of the race. Matt Bettley still hanging on there just in front of Dave Ward. They've got a quarter that's mostly been on this one of the circuit. They go down up towards one curve, but the problem that David is starting to go high, even more now to Dave Ward as he moves off the dry line, on the drier line, on the dry S line, so this is going through from Dave's corner, nose to tail then, and Dave Ward really got a little bit of momentum there to come down to the corner. Mike Neuhoff continuing to read it. Let's just time that gap for you. There is Steve Walker, and then the Vento Mike Neuhoff, 2.6 seconds, too much to do with just a couple of laps, 2.25 laps left. Well, yes, he's having a good go though, isn't he? I've managed to find a second, based on the lap, I reckon. And this time the Ventos no longer nose and tail, but side by side. And Dave Ward on the outside line, this time gets his nose in front, but can he cut across and take the line? They come into the chicane. Side by side, no, Dave Ward has to investigate there. And I think also has to fumble for a gear, because he suddenly slowed midway through the chicane, picks up pace once again. All Matt Bettley has to do lap after lap of the chicane, he's touched the inside line. And so they go through now with 2 more laps to run. And Dave Ward's main problem now is going to be to claw back a second, which is the gap between those two cars. Now, what did you have in between Walker and Neuhoff as? It was... right, okay. Right. So, Walker and Neuhoff now, they go through, it's gone up 3.9. It's slow lap there from Mike Neuhoff on the second off. So, Stephen Walker looking a bit more safe now in third position. Neuhoff in fourth. In fifth spot is William Black and 6th in Lynn. And Matt Bettley. Take 15 on that attempt to line aside, a big sideways moment there, well held by Dave Ward, back from rally driving first that, but he fought the moment well, but it was Dave Ward switching the race, well they still there to take the place, all the way back now to line that Matt Bettley, and Dave Ward under control, now to get through the place, for the ninth time. Steve Walker, however, let's time this gap, because it seems to me to have come down again, as the Rover goes through, the Tomcat goes through, there is the Vento, 3.4 seconds it is between those two, it's too much I think. There is William Black in 5th place, 6th is Paul Lynn, one car, Rover goes on the grass there, it's passed by John Watermain, that's the car, number 6 of Anthony Watson. So the Rover's still fighting furiously. Steve Walker, good drive by him to be there in third place ahead of all the Ventos, bar 2 who will come towards you for all these Neuhoff, taking down a little bit of time, reaching start line and they'll have it now. Steve Walker comes through, and Mike Neuhoff still chasing after him there, something that's down on the outside of the corner. Through he goes, 3.3 now is the gap, so yeah, here it is, 2 to 4 in order. 5th is William Black, and 6th is Paul Lynn, and nose to tail, Watermain, and Husky Watson now, they're going to be side by side starting the bit, with Colin Poole joining in as well. So 3 rows, in fact 3 at Red, going into Red Gate corner, and Colin Poole on the inside line, he's going to be on a power path, pair of them as they go to the braking area, but they're going to go around 3 at Red. John Watermain just went to the place, like with Anthony Watson right alongside him, and Dave Ward, the third heavy first wing, he's getting in now, starting very hard indeed, as he's got the gap down to 1.3 seconds. He's still going to be too much to do, but he's got closer and closer. He gains a little bit more ground, goes through the same, going up the ground now. They've got a slower car ahead of them to lap as they go into Coppy's corner, David, so it could be very tight indeed if Dave Ward really breaks very late in the chicane on the last lap. Which he's done in the past, but only on the outside line, but he's going to be close enough this time. So he pulled the gap down by 7 between the start line and the other now down towards the chicane. They come for the last time. Matt Bettley has led pretty much race long, but Dave Ward there right behind him as they come into the chicane for the last time. He's closing. Matt Bettley goes onto the wet middle part of the circuit. They get big nose and tail as they come for the chicane. Matt Bettley's just ahead there of Dave Ward, who touches the grass there, and comes barreling out of the chicane, right on the tail of Matt Bettley, who can hang on to win. Through comes Matt Bettley there, this year's Vento champion, to win by 0.2 of a second from Dave Ward. And then the third place, coming down towards the chicane, it's going to be a Rover or it's going to be a Vento. He's quite not going to be able to make it to the top 3 for Volkswagen. No, not quite, because Stephen Walker will hang on there to finish his third place, but he's Rover drive at home. There in fourth is Mike Neuhoff, who finishes 1.9 seconds behind him. William Black comes through in 5th, and the 6th place we have Paul Lynn. And up into 7th on the last lap came Colin Poole. 8th is John Watermain, and the 9th is Anthony Watson, finishing right the one in 10th Colin, with the 11th there, number 55, which is Len Simpson. And this year's Rover champion, Len Simpson, who was the best spin, going up through the curve, the big lad, finishing 12th place. So 25 minutes away from the presentation. That's good day for win today, and an extra race all round. I'm afraid that the weather has got rather made uncomfortable, spectating, uncomfortable marshalling as well. But many, many thanks to all the marshals for their stalwart effort. We've been racing since, what was it, 1 o'clock we started, it's 5.5 hours racing now.
No, according to the sheet.
Oh, was he in front?
I think so.
Oh.
Yeah, I think so.
You got the quality sheet on you? Care, can you look with it? Yeah, I just don't take a Drake. So I feel cake about a boring race. Fucking boring race.
There's a few places though.
Oh? Cheers, all the best.
Where's your
Want a piece of cake?
Oh, the cake looks nice, doesn't it?
A bit late on the cake bit. We've got to imagine that bit now.
The engine.
No. That'll be nice. No. Do you want to?
Oh right, so it's topping up.